you said that you submitted the fraud audit report findings of COA to the Ombudsman as far as the leasing of these public lands is concerned. Tama po ba?
Yes po.
Now, can you go over briefly po, ano yung major points na nakita ng COA sa fraud audit nila na mali dito sa pag-lease ng properties na to?
You mean the major findings, Your
Major
Honor?
findings lang.
There were 5 major findings,
Yes,
Your
can we
Honor.
go over it one by one po, please?
Okay, yes po.
Ito sa lease ito wag yung sa water because the last
Yes.
time I was present, yung water pinag-usapan
Okay, sa
natin.
list po?
Yes.
Okay, sa list. Okay. Finding number 1 on the contract of lease entered into by the municipality of Bawan and Comnet Management Corporation. Finding number 1, the minimum bid price of 300 per square meter per year set by the Bids and Awards Committee in the IPTB for the lease of 1,734 square meter municipal lot was without factual and legal basis, irregular, and have been merely adopted from the unsolicited offer made by the Comnet. Finding number 2.
Oh, wait, let me stop you there.
Okay.
So 300 pesos per square meter po ang ginawang basis for the lease
300 per
Peso,
square
per
meter,
square meter.
per year po.
per year.
Yes, Your
Okay.
Honor.
Now, sa based on your findings po, what should have been the fair value for the rental of a square meter for that property po?
Based on the valuation of our engineers who are members of that special audit team, the lease rate should have been 2,016 per square meter per year.
So, a variance of about 1,700 pesos per square meter po per year.
Yes po.
So, ganun kamura yung lease.
Tama po yun.
Tama. Okay. Go ahead po. Finding number 2.
Finding number 2, the mayor and the Sangguniang Bayan preempted the procurement process being carried out by the BAC. Since the mayor had prematurely entered into a memorandum of agreement with Comnet on March 25, 2013, which was ratified by the Sangguniang Bayan on April 12, 2013. Although the BAC had not yet concluded the post-qualification evaluation. The BAC resolution declaring Comnet as the highest calculated responsive bid was issued only on August 2, 2013.
Okay. So, ang finding number 2 is pumasok na sa MOA ang mayor at ang local government unit ng Bawan even without the post-qualification
Yes po.
findings of the Bids and Awards Committee.
Tama po.
And that is wrong. Bakit po?
Under the rules po ng RA 9184, there has to be processes that have to be conducted before the mayor could enter into any agreement.
RA 9184 is the Procurement Act. Tama po ba?
Tama po. Tama
And the Procurement Act also provides for penal provisions for violations of the said Act.
Tama po.
Correct?
Yes
Diba?
po.
And clearly, this is in violation of that Procurement Act kasi nga, hindi pa na-award ng, hindi pa nag-post-qualify sa Bids and Awards Committee, pumasok na ng Memorandum of Agreement ang mayor and in fact, ratified by the members of the Sangguniang
Tama po.
Bayan. Tama?
Yes.
That's finding number 2. Number 3 po.
Finding number 3, the reduction of rental rate authorized by the Sangguniang Bayan under Ordinance number 12-12-044 is conditioned on a net investment of more than 50 million. Second, should be consistent with the prevailing rates in the locality. The rates have been publicized through the required bidding process. However, the BAC failed to publish a new IPTB containing the said conditions as pre-qualification requirements before a proponent could avail the reduced rental rate.
Okay, now, yung 50 million na investment, bakit mo sinabing hindi nasunod yun?
That's the finding under the SB Ordinance number 12-12-004. But during the conduct of audit, it was found out that the MOA or the contract of lease they required the proponent to have an investment of 60 million. Parang pong tinaasan nila po yung investment na requirement. So 60 million na po yun. However, during the audit, it came out that the investment made by Comnet, or I don't know if it's the Adventureland now, was less than 60 million po.
How much was it sa finding ninyo?
It's 56 million something po.
Okay. So, yung sanggunian mismo ang nag-set ng mas mataas na investment amount, di ba?
Tama po.
Yet, ang actual investment was also less than that.
Yes, Your Honor.
Yet it was still...
Based on records, Your
Based on
Honor,
records,
this was not validated.
Okay.
This was only based on the information provided by the municipality of Bawan.
to COA.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. So based on that information, you made a finding that this is again in violation of the minimum standards that they themselves set. Sila ang nag-set, yet hindi na-meet ng investor, yet pumayag pa rin sila.
Tama po.
Tama po? Okay.
Yes
So
po.
number 4 po.
Number 4, the lease of 1,734 square meter lot to Comnet at the rate of 320 per square meter per year in lieu of the prescribed rate of 7,920 per square meter per year under the 2008 Revenue Code of the Municipality of Bawan was without valid basis, irregular, and gave undue benefit to Comnet for the following reasons. Number 1, SB Ordinance Number 1212-0044 did not provide for the specific rental rates and/or criteria guidelines that are consistent with the prevailing rental rates in the locality for a just and fair implementation. Number 2, evaluation made by the COA Special Audit Team showed that the lease rate of 320 per square meter per year was unreasonably low compared to the prevailing market rental rates or fees in the vicinity, not duly supported with factual basis and disadvantageous to the municipality of Bawan. The valuation arrived at by the SAT of 2,016 pesos per square meter per year resulted in a difference of 2,940,864 million pesos per year.
The 2 million difference is on the rental of the entire property or per ano ba yan? Square meter ba or what?
The difference between the imposed rental rate in the contract of lease, which was only 320
Pesos per
per
square.
square meter, 320 pesos per square meter per year.
Okay.
However, based on the SAT, it should have been 2,016 pesos per square meter per year.
So let's break this down. Ano yung mention mo na revenue code kanina?
The revenue code of 2008 of the municipality of
So
Bawan
ang
po.
munisipyo pa rin ang nag-set ng revenue code na yan.
Yes, meron pong revenue code ang municipality of Bawan. Now, under that code, the lease of land
Yes.
should be 165 pesos per square meter per week.
Per week.
Per week po yun.
Yes,
165 per week.
And they rented it out at 320 pesos per year. Tama po ba?
Tama po.
Okay. Now, so ito, I'm seeing a pattern eh. No? Sila mismo mag-set ng ordinances nila, sila din ang nagva-violate sa ordinance nila. Di ba? Tama mo ba?
Tama po.
Okay. We'll not go to the fifth na lang. I also see another pattern. Medyo mahilig ang munisipyo to enter into contracts sa palugi. Tama ba? Ha? Sa findings ninyo?
Yes, Your
Kasi sa
Honor.
last hearing, I was here. Yung water system pinag-usapan natin. From an income-generating institution, naging palugi na, sila pa nagbayad ng professional services. Tama?
Yes po.
Now, pa-rent out ng properties ngayon. Sila din nag-set ng minimum, minimum na amount dapat na i-rent out yung properties. Sila din ang nag-enter into an agreement na sobrang palugi sa munisipyo nila. Tama po ba?
Tama po.
Okay. Now, let me ask, Councilor, sino yung nag-oppose nito? Ha? Okay, Councilor Dalangin.
Mr. Chair.
Were you already a councilor at the time na inapprove itong mga transaction na to?
Opo.
Councilor ka. Now, ang information na umabot sa akin is, inoppose mo daw itong mga transactions na to. Tama po ba?
Tama po.
And ano naman ang nangyari sa diskusyon ninyo doon sa council when you aired your opposition to these agreements?
Solo position po ako noon. Alam naman po natin sa gantong usapan kapag po nagsosolo, wala pong saysay po ang boses ko.
Ba't sinabi mo ba? Ano ang basis ng opposition mo? Napalugi to.
Opo, kami pong dalawa ni Atty. Johnny Magbuo po.
Pangit to on the part of the municipio of Bawan.
Sinasabi po namin kahit po sa publiko.
Pangit ito sa taxpayers ng Bawan.
Sinasabi po namin kahit sa publiko.
Palugi po ang gobyerno natin, ang munisipyo ng Bawan, if we enter into this agreement.
Opo.
Ano naman ang sinabi ng mga kasamahan mo sa council?
Palagay ko po na dapat sila pong sumagot noon. Dahil sila naman pong pumasok. Ayoko pong sumagot ng para sa kanila.
Okay. Sino dito ang councilor at that time na present din dito ngayon?
Konsehal William Abrahan po.
Okay.
Councilor William.
Councilor Abraham? Yes, good morning po. Maalala niyo ba na may revenue code ang munisipyo ng Bawan?
Yes, Your Honor.
Maalala mo ba na may minimum rental rates na kayo din ang nag-impose sa munisipyo ng Bawan?
Hindi ko po matandaan yung revenue code na dumating po ako ng 2010 sa konseho at ang alam ko po ay may existing na revenue code.
Yes, okay. Now, ayon po sa COA, na kayo po ay may revenue code that has already set the minimum rental rates and it was set at 107 pesos per week per square meter po. Tama ba?
165
165 pesos per week ang dapat na minimum po na rental per square meter sa Bawan. Alam niyo po ba yan?
Hindi ko po alam, sir.
Hindi mo alam. Was it ever brought to your attention na may revenue code tayo? Dapat i-follow natin tong revenue code. Kasi tayo din ang gumawa ng revenue code na to.
Yes, Your Honor. Susundin po ko nung nasa revenue code. Sir, pagpatuloy ko po.
Sige, go ahead.
Ang kinonsider na po ng mga kasulukuyang konsehal na nag-yes doon sa renta ay ang pagkakaiba na yung existing rate within the vicinity ay si proponent ang nagpagawa ng napakalaking halagang building. Kumpara po doon sa mga existing building na ang nagpagawa ay yung may-ari ng lupa o yung may-ari ng building.
Okay, ang sinasabi niyo po, because the proponent made a substantial investment, dapat may special rate sila sa rental. Tama po ba?
Yes, Your Honor.
And that is, for you, 320 pesos per square meter per year. Per year. Sobrang laki ng difference sa 165 pesos per week. Now, 165 pesos per week per square meter, multiply it by what? 52 weeks? 7,900 per year dapat per square meter. As against 320 pesos per square meter po per year na inalaw ninyo.
Yes, Your Honor.
And the consideration is because they made substantial investment. Tama po ba?
Yes po, yun ang consideration.
Now, ang consideration na yan, is that considered or is that found in your revenue code that you are allowed to give special rates if certain conditions are met? Tama?
Yes, Your Honor.
It's found in the revenue code.
Come again, Your Honor.
Nasa revenue code niyan na pwede kayong magbigay ng special rate kung may substantial investment naman na
Yes,
gagawin.
Your Honor.
Ha?
As mentioned earlier by from the COA.
Okay. Now, and in that condition, ang sinabi doon, dapat 60 million ang investment na gagawin. Minimum.
Yes, Your Honor.
And sabi naman ni COA, na on their investigation, they found out that only 57 million was actually invested.
Okay, the contract amount or the cost of the building was not informed. We were not informed, actually, sir.
So, hindi niyo alam na
Yes, Your
short
Honor.
yung tao.
Yes,
Sa
Your
investment.
Honor.
Now, if you knew na short yun, based on the minimum standards na kayo din ang nag-set, would you have agreed to the entry of that, entering into that MOA?
Your Honor, we just ratified The Sangguniang Bayan also, only ratified the contract, and we were not aware that the local executive entered into a contract without even the suggestion or the findings of the BAC.
Okay. Now, so hindi umabot sa inyo yung information na yan?
Come again, sir?
Hindi umabot sa inyo yung information na may mga pagkukulang?
Wala po, sir.
Wala before the ratification.
Wala po, sir.
After the ratification,
After the ratification, wala na pong information na natanggap.
wala na.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, now, question po. Isip councilor ng isang town, isn't it your duty and obligation before ratifying a contract entered into by the mayor to check the facts surrounding the case?
Yes, Your Honor. It's our duty.
And did you do that duty, sir?
What we did, Your Honor, is, as chairman at that time, is I conduct a survey on the neighbor, on the commercial building existing, and that was the reference made. And also, we consider the fact that the proponent will invest a large amount of money that is not mentioned by the findings of the COA.
So hindi na-mention ng COA? Hindi na
Yes, Your
na-consider?
Honor. Ang kinonsider ng COA ay yung mga katabing nagpaparenta ng lugar na kung saan sila nagpagawa ng building. Dito po sa Bawang Plaza ay yung proponent ang nagpagawa ng building.
So, ang defense niyo po is that allowed siya because siya mismo ang nagpatayo ng building. Tama
Yes,
po
Your
ba?
Honor. Siya po ang nagpagawa ng building.
Okay. Now, are you also aware na ang ratification ninyo came before the approval of the Bids and Awards Committee?
Come again, sir. Your Honor.
Yung ratification ninyo ng contract or yung MOA by the mayor and the COMNET came before the approval of the Bids and Awards Committee.
As I have heard earlier, the ratification was done before the enter or before the condition of the BAC before the BAC member released their findings.
Kaya nga, tama ba yan?
Nag-ratify lang muna kami, sir. Pero yung entering into a contract,
Councilor, what comes first?
yung pong ratification.
Ratification comes first before the approval of the BAC?
Yes, Your Honor.
That's the procedure?
That's the condition in our says in our made by the Sangguniang Bayan members.
Would that be a correct interpretation? Na una daw ang ratification before mag-approve si BAC? Kaya nga.
Based on the procurement law, Your Honor, it should be the BAC and the technical working group who should
Precisely.
identify the reasonableness of the bid price.
Precisely, before they ratify it. In fact, it should be a condition precedent, no? For any ratification, for them to ratify, that they must make sure that everything is above board.
Tama po.
And that everything passes the scrutiny of the Bids and Awards Committee.
Tama po.
Because you cannot ratify something that has not been awarded by the Bids and Awards Committee. Tama po ba?
Yes po.
Councilor, mukhang
Yes, sir.
iba ata opinion ni COA.
Yes, sir. Mas magkaiba po yung opinion ng COA at saka ni Sangguniang Bayan.
Okay. Now, what about...
Sandali po. Chair, with the indulgence of Chairman Vice Chair Flores. Konsyal,
Yes, Your Honor.
ang sinabi mo kaibang opinion ng COA at saka ng Sanggunian?
Ng Sangguniang Bayan, sir.
Oh, pero isa lang yung batas.
Ano po, sir?
Pero isa lang yung batas na pagbasihan natin, Republic Act 9184.
Yes, sir.
Oh, sino mali sa interpretation ng batas?
Yes, sir. Maaari pong sa procurement law ay mayroong nakalimutang o mayroong nakaligtaan.
Diretso lang po, sino mali? COA o kayo? Doon sa interpretation at saka implementation ng batas.
Sa akin pong pagkakaintindi, since na kami po ay nag-yes, ang amin pong intensyon at ang
No,
pagkakaintindi.
we are not talking about the intention. We are talking about the law. Specific law and provision of law. Did you violate or the COA misinterpreted?
Tama po yung interpretasyon ng COA.
Oh, di mali kayo. Do you violate the law?
Yun nga, sir, maaaring may nakaligtaan ng Sangguniang Bayan sa Procurement Act.
Oh, tama. Oh, di mali kayo. Yes, SP Secretary, you want to speak?
Yes po.
Oh, yes.
Actually, baka nalito lang si Councilor. Ang ratification po is after the signing of the agreement with the mayor. Niraratify lamang po after all the processes. And iko-correct ko rin din po doon sa yung sinabi ni COA, hindi po 60 million, kundi 50 million ang requirement ni Sangguniang Bayan doon sa sa proponent. So 57 ang itinayo nila, so pasok sila doon sa 50 million.
Andali po. Andali yung amendment nyo doon sa tax code na 50 million, tama. Diba? Oh, but kayo mismo nag-set dapat. But I think it is not written in the contract supposedly that yung ceiling is 60 million.
50 million po.
And then, sa tax code. Pero yung kontrata nyo, with Comnet,
50 million po yung requirements.
sa contract,
Yes po.
the same as your amendment sa tax code.
Yung amendment po sa tax code ay with respect to rental.
Ay, hindi.
Lease.
Oh, hindi na. The reduction of rental rate authorized by SB under Ordinance Number 12-12-00 is conditioned on a net investment of more than 50 million.
Yes po.
Tama.
Yes po.
So yung 50 million stipulated under your tax code.
Hindi po yun na naka-include sa tax code.
Saan tong 50 million na to?
Doon lang po sa ordinance.
Sa
na
ordinance
ipinasa.
lang?
Yes po. Hindi po included sa
Sa
tax code.
contract, magkano ba, ano bang pinag-usapan sa contract? Ang laman ng contract, how much?
Dapat ay hindi bababa sa 50 million. And the contract, as mentioned by COA, is 57 million, which is way above the required 50 million.
Kuha, tama po ba na ang kontrata is only 50 million?
To clarify po, Your Honor, under the contract of lease, the requirement and on the SB ordinance, the proposal for infrastructure should be 50 million. Yun yung
For infrastructure.
for infrastructure.
Now, that 57
As-
million na report nila, ano yun?
Yung 50 million po, nasa ordinance po yun.
Yung 57 million na in-audit nyo, ano yun? Construction lang yan?
Hindi po, Your Honor. Ganito po yun. Requirement kasi na para ang municipality or ang proponent makapag-avail ng reduced rental rate, dapat meron silang investment worth 50 million. But as submitted by the municipality of Bawan, and allow me to read a provision, a paragraph in the fraud audit report, I quote po, "It was noted that the MOA dated March 25, 2013 provides for an investment of not less than 60 million. So meaning po, yung ordinance 50 million, but the MOA naging 60 million na po. But there is no showing that Comnet did actually invest said amount. The structural specifications under Annex P po ng fraud audit report, together with the building permit issued by the municipality of Bawan on September 16, 2014, Annex P1 po yan sa report, for the two-story commercial complex with one-story basement showed that the project's total cost is 56,208,705.04. So hindi po siya umabot sa agreement na 60 million.
O, yun yung pagkaintindi ko, SB, kanina pa yan sinasabi ng COA. SBSEC, yun yung pagkaintindi ko. Yung 50 million, ordinance yun. Pero may, under the MOA, dapat not less than 60 million.
Okay po.
Yung investment.
Sige po.
Okay, that's why, may adverse COA findings ang COA with regards to that provision.
Yes po.
Okay. Sige, Vice Chair.
Thank you.
Anyway, sandali, before Vice Chair Kit Flores proceed, we are now 12:10. I have a hearing at 1:30 in this room also. Iba naman po na LGU, BARM. So, we have to rest siguro din at least mga 30 to 40 minutes para maghanda, kumain maghanda. So, we will suspend the hearing at 12:30. Oh, 12:30. Please proceed.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Councilor Abraham, I know na medyo na-confused kayo kanina eh. Actually, the dates lang ang about the ratification. But the point really was, ang punto ko talaga doon na Councilor Abraham, was that before you ratified the MOA, it was actually the mayor who entered into that MOA prior to the approval of the BAC.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Dumadaan po muna, the process is, the mayor will submit and request the Sangguniang Bayan to ratify the
Kaya nga,
contract
kaya nga.
before
Actually-
ending. And I was informed, and I heard that the COA stated that the ratification, the entering of MOA, of the executive, was done before the ratification. Na kinorek naman po ni...
Kaya nga, because
Secretary Noel.
you cannot ratify something that has not been executed first, di ba? But the thing is, ito, bakit pumasok si Mayor ng contract prior to the approval of BAC? Yan ang pinaka, for me, the most important question eh. Kasi, our rules established na dapat may checks and balances. And one of the checks and balances established by our laws is our Bids and Awards Committee. Tama po ba, COA? Tama?
Tama po.
Di ba? And it's precisely why we follow this procedure para po maiwasan ang any person entering into contracts without going through the proper processes and the checks and balances. Kaya nga po, nilagay yan dyan is to ensure the protection of the people's money that they'll be using and contracts that they'll be entering into. Now, ang question ko is why would the mayor hurriedly enter into a contract? Bakit niya minamadali yung pagpasok sa kontrata if wala pang approval ng Bids and Awards Committee? That's the biggest question eh. No? Kasi sa akin, you can always wait eh. Kaya nga meron tayong back eh, para ma-check yan bago tayo pumasok into the contract. Yan ang purpose ng establishment set up by law. Di ba? Na ang tanong is, bakit mo i-bypass yung processes na yan? And in bypassing that process, may mga batas ba na we violated that have penal provisions? And again, the bigger question is, despite these findings, no, bakit walang action si Ombudsman? 2017 pa to. Di ba? Doon ako, actually, they even closed the case as far as this list is concerned eh. But it was just based on the fraud audit. Tama po ba?
Yes po.
Fraud audit
We
lang.
submitted the fraud audit
There was
report.
no private complainant to file the case against this.
Wala po.
There was no private complaint, kahit anonymous man lang.
Wala po.
Why? Because the fraud audit report was not made public. Tama pa ba? Ha?
Those fraud audit reports po kasi are the exclusions in the publication
Yes,
reports.
and I think that's something that we should look into also, Chair, eh. Na paano malaman ng publiko na seryoso na pala yung findings ng COA through the fraud audit kung hindi man lang malaman ng mga members ng council, members ng or the public in general. Di ba? Kasi if no one picks up, no, walang nakatutok diyan, walang mag-follow up sa ombudsman, walang may alam na may actual report na kayong binigay sa ombudsman. Except COA and the ombudsman themselves. Kasi doon pinasa yung report. Di ba? Now, COA, because of the voluminous work that you have also, after submitting it, you just rely on the ombudsman to do its job also. Di ba? Now, ang matanggap nyo, years after, bigyan kayo ng resolution, close na tong case na to, what can you do? Wala. Di ba?
Your Honor,
Wait lang. Kung hindi alam ng public ito, kung hindi alam ng mga tao, kung hindi alam ng mga current government leaders, no one will make the follow-up with the ombudsman. Di ba? No one will pursue the interest of the people of Bawan. No one will ensure that someone should be held accountable for the things that happened in the municipality of Bawan. Kung hindi alam ng mga tao yan. So I think that's one of the things na in making recommendations for the amendments of whatever laws that we may come up with, COA, di ba? Na I think we should copy furnish the sanggunian, the members of the council, or whoever, no? Para at least man lang alam nila na ito yung sinabit ninyo na findings. Alam nila that you've already forwarded the same to the ombudsman. And they should take it upon themselves as leaders of the municipality to follow it up, no? And to ensure that the ombudsman will also do its job. Kasi just like this case, glaring ba ang findings na yan, COA?
Yes po.
Di ba? Even just a perusal of it, makita mo na agad, may mali. Dapat may managot. Tama mo ba?
Tama po.
Di ba? But then what happened? The case was closed. No one knows about it. Pasalamat lang tayo, may committee tayong ganito at na-bring up natin para sa public din malaman nila na ito ang nangyari sa munisipyo ng Bawan. Ganito ang nawala sa munisipyo ng Bawan. Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Vice Chair. Anyway, do you want to say something?